It was, I think they will really be excited. You know, the last time we were in here, we beat Tennessee in front of a great crowd. I know we're approaching another sellout. And, you know, it's hard to go in Columbia, South Carolina and have the right kind of energy to beat a tough South Carolina team. It's very difficult to go to Athens and get the right kind of energy to beat a really good Georgia team. So anytime you come back here, it's an exciting thing for our players. We have great fans and just real appreciative of people that buy the tickets and come out here and watch our games, because our kids really draw from the energy of the crowd. So they're looking forward to it. They love playing the Memorial.
From the win at Florida, did you learn that maybe this team can play many different styles and still win games?
You know, that was a huge game for us, because our confidence was really low. We had looked very bad in the press at Middle Tennessee State, and we hadn't really had the time to get it corrected to a level where I felt comfortable. So we really didn't press Florida last time full court, and I didn't know whether we could sort of grind it out and do it, and we did exactly that. We had really tremendous half-court defense, and so that was a big game for us. That showed us that we can win in a different style. And of course, it was the first SEC game, so you really didn't know what you had anyway, as it related to being prepared for the conference. I was really proud of that win, because we were sort of down going into Gainesville, and for them to fight as hard as they did, that was a particularly good win for us.
Do you think now you're the hunted, you know, because you've beaten Tennessee, you've beaten Georgia, you've beaten Duke, you're not...
I think that takes time. I think that takes more time than what we've had here. I still think we have a lot to prove here in Kentucky. You know, we're trying to be more than a passing fad. We're trying to be here to stay, and that takes time. And we're just not. We're not there yet. I don't think we're the hunted at all. I think we are a team that's really good, you know, or well thought of for this particular year. But I don't think we're at that stage yet.
Speaking of something to prove, did you feel like Bria played that way last night after not having one of her better performances?
Yeah, I was really proud of Bria. I'm gonna tell you about Bria Goss. That kid is, as you all can tell by watching her play, is supremely talented. But she has unbelievable character, and she is incredibly coachable, and she's so honest, which is so refreshing as a coach. There's so many times you'll approach a player and you'll say, you know, what's going on? And they're like, nothing, coach, nothing's happening. And I asked Bria, she had really had to drop off in a couple of games, and I asked what's going on, and we had really been focused on trying to limit our turnovers. We were turning the ball over too much, so we have a new approach to trying to deal with turnovers, and it involves wind sprints if they turn it over too much, and so they're real concerned about turnovers. So that's a good thing in one way, but Bria was very honest. She said, Coach, I think since we've gone to the turnover formula, or however we want to call that, penalty or consequence, whatever you want to call it, I think I've been a little tentative. So that was great information, because she was not the one I was worried about. The turnovers that Bria Goss makes when she's being aggressive are not the ones that we will be running wind sprints for. It's the careless ones. And so I was able to say, you're not really the person that needs to be looking over her shoulder on that one. And none of them really need to, but you're not the one that needs to. And you need to really go back to being assertive, and you need to have a killer instinct, killer mentality, because that's what she is, man. She can just go get you some buckets, and she did it last night. And so that information was valuable, and if she hadn't been honest with me, I don't know that I would have been able to really give her that reassurance. And so it was as simple as that quick conversation. And last night she played lights out.